wonder if we're live. I am not sure if we are live yet. Are we live? If we are, let me know if you can see those beautiful mountain peaks over in the distance. Are we live yet? Are we live? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe not. I'm also trying to find out my own bearings. Let's see. Oh no, a commercial. Oh, that's a rough way to start a stream. I keep saying it though. YouTube Premium is the way to go. Okay, we are live. Thank you. Thank you for confirming, Sanae. We are live. Great. Welcome to Fuefuki, a small town not too far from Mount Fuji. I'm not sure which direction Mount Fuji. I'm a little bit lost and confused right now. All I know is that there are a few ducks in this tiny little river. And I also know that I stayed here in this little hotel last night with my family. Because yeah, we're on a little family trip. And I have a little bit of downtime, alone time today. So I thought I'll just go and explore this little town and see how it is. So the plan is, I looked at Google Maps and there are some nice coffee shops not too far from the station. So I thought that's a kind of good target to set for myself and for us today. So it looks like it's not this way, it's this way. The station should be this way. So yeah, we're in Fuefuki, which is close to, it's in Yamanashi Prefecture, about 2 hours drive from home. We are kind of close, relatively close to Mount Fuji, at least closer than Tokyo. And it's a pretty typical Japanese small town, meaning that it's not very pedestrian friendly. There are direct trains. Actually, you can take the Chuo line to get here from central Tokyo. I think there's no, or there might be a few direct trains all the way to Tokyo Station, but most departures will probably have you change at some other station. Maybe around Takao you need to change the train in many cases. But it's part of the whole Kofu Valley, which is this plain squished between many different mountain ranges here in central Tokyo. Famous for being the biggest wine producing region in Japan, and also for having lots of fruit plantations in general. So yeah, we're just here on a little family trip. We like Mount Fuji. We like to explore places that are relatively close to Mount Fuji. This is not as close as Kawaguchiko, where we very often go. It's a little bit further away, but this region is also a little bit more urban than Kawaguchiko. Especially Kofu is like a mid-sized town. This place is called Isawa Onsen. This is part of Fuefuki, where we're staying. So yeah, there are many hot springs around here. I think even here, let's check. I think here there's actually a public little onsen foot bath. Let's check this out. I think we might be able to find a little foot bath here. Oh, and there's Isawa Onsen flat. What is that? Some sort of pudding? Not sure. There's a little kiosk here. And oh, stage, another band, maybe a food truck, and yes, a little foot bath. You can see the hot steam coming out from the water, so it's probably quite warm. Let's touch it. Oh, comfortable. Not hot, but comfortable. Okay, they want you, it's one of these based on honor system. You pay 200 yen to use it. I don't know if I need to pay 200 yen now just for dipping my hand. Hopefully not, because I don't think I have many coins. But yeah, let's continue towards the station. And let me just get some sort of, like, I'm feeling unusually lost right now. I tend to have a pretty good sense of direction, but right now I have no idea which way I'm looking and which way, for example. Okay, so Mount Fuji should be this way. This is to the south. It's a little bit gray day today. It was really beautiful yesterday, like perfect sunny day, clear blue skies, beautiful views. We went up to a place a little bit on the hillside and we found a place with lovely views of Mount Fuji. But today it's a little bit gloomy, and yeah, you can see especially if Mount Fuji direction is very gray. So Fuji-san should probably be somewhere around here, but not right now. If we're lucky, maybe later in the stream, who knows? Who knows? It's a little bit less busy than what I'm used to in the Tokyo region. That's nice. Look at all this empty space next to 7-Eleven. We actually drove here from home, so yeah, it took probably about 2 hours driving. We did a stop at one of those Michi-no-eki, like the rest stops along the highway, where we did a lunch stop. So, but yeah, we arrived here early afternoon yesterday. Yeah, it's a good day for a walk. It's a bit chilly though, actually. Let me take a look. It says 4 degrees, but I don't believe that. I think it's more like a few degrees warmer than that. Doesn't feel so cold. Lots of like old ryokans and onsen hotels here. The place we're staying is also pretty old. It's one of those places where you can't really decide if it's just charmingly old or if it's sad. It's somewhere on that. It's a pretty fine line. And yeah, yesterday there weren't many guests, which gave it a bit of a sad aura. I think it will be a little bit more lively. We're staying 2 nights, so we're staying tonight as well. And since now the weekend has started, so I expect tonight to maybe be a little bit more lively. Hopefully. I'm having my camera with me today, so snapping some photos as we tag along. I might post them somewhere later. We'll see if I get any decent ones. But really not pedestrian friendly, which is quite typical for Japanese small towns. I'd rather have something old than something with bugs. I agree with that. I agree with that. Bugs are never nice. Back and the clay is here. And he pushed the like button. Yeah, that's a good idea. Please consider doing so if you are watching this and if you do like my channel. And if you are appreciating the fact that I'm now back in Japan and able to take you on lots of random walks here and there, then yeah, a little token of your appreciation would be nice. I think this area is not like Kawaguchiko, for example, the town we usually go near Mount Fuji. That place is really popular with tourists. They're having a big over-tourism issue. I don't think that's the case here. I think it's mostly Japanese people coming here. We haven't seen any international tourists at all. Like yesterday we went to a really beautiful coffee shop up on the hill. Let me see, I can actually maybe show you. Yeah, let me see how well this is visible on the stream. Let's see. This place. So it's a kind of outdoor, a coffee shop with an outdoor terrace and lovely views of Mount Fuji. So we went there, and that's the kind of place that would be overrun with tourists if it were in a more popular spot, but not so much here. But these palm trees, yeah, I think there were some palm trees just now, yes. Oh, 100 viewers, lovely. Welcome everyone. For those of you who just tuned in, so we're in Fuefuki, a town about 2 hours from Tokyo. Kind of close-ish to Mount Fuji in the Yamanashi prefecture. And I'm currently planning to walk to explore the area around the train station and, and hopefully find a nice, I found a nice coffee shop on Google, so we'll see if it's the place that I can grab a coffee while streaming. Yeah, if the weather was a bit more clear we would see Mount Fuji somewhere here, but unfortunately the clouds are pretty heavy today. We can see some of the mountain peaks in the distance this way. Do you see the snowy mountains over there too? But unfortunately Mount Fuji is currently not showing up. So okay, the station is 750 meters this way. Let's continue. Yeah, I know, Yamanashi is a kind of funny name, right? If you translate it literally. Oops, wait. Am I on the wrong side of the river and approaching a dead end? Maybe I am. Let me... It looks like I am, yes. Sorry, need to go back and cross this bridge here. Yeah, Yamanashi literally means like no mountains. It could mean that, but it's a very mountainous region. It should be called Uminashi because it's one of the relatively few prefectures in Japan that doesn't border the sea. So maybe I should start a campaign to change the name of Yamanashi to Uminashi. She would be a great name for this prefecture. Yeah, I think it would be more appropriate. Here's a little playground. Not too sad, however, I'm not sure how comfortable it's gonna be here in the summer because there's like no shade. But at least it's new and clean. Actually, my daughter got sick yesterday. That's why I'm kind of having a bit of downtime. We had lots of things planned for today, but she got very high fever. So I'm here with my wife and my daughter and my wife's sister. Yeah, my daughter got sick yesterday and she had fever still this morning. And my wife and her sister, they're pretty, they like to take it, they enjoy taking it easy and sleep for a long time. So they decided to just stay in the room for a few more hours and hopefully see if our daughter recovers enough so that we can all go out maybe this afternoon. So yeah, she was like, why don't you go and do a stream? Why don't you go and check out the town? I thought that was a good idea. I wonder if T sees gifted memberships in prison. No, I don't. I do not see gifted memberships. Let me check. I should be able to see them here in my other phone though. Let's see. Oh, that's my other phone is acting a bit weird. I'm able to. Can you go to Fuefuki by train from Tokyo? Someone asked. Yes, you can. I think there are a few trains that will take you all the way without any transfers. It's actually on the Chuo line, but the Chuo line is one of the biggest commuter lines in central Tokyo, but it actually extends really, really far outside of Tokyo as well and goes all the way to Nagoya. But most of the regular Chuo line trains from Tokyo Station, they go to Takao. Some go a little bit further to a place called Otsuki, but this is even further out, so you would have to change trains. Oh, now I see. Okay. Brad Ward gifted 5 Tokyo Explorer memberships. Wow, that's very nice of you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And thanks. Welcome to the club. All of those of you who are new members now. Let me check the map again. It's actually quite confusing. Oh, there I see a train. Actually, there's a train passing, and that's one of those Azusa express trains that goes all the way from Tokyo or Shinjuku, I don't remember, all the way to Matsumoto in Nagano prefectures, and those trains pass here. I'm not sure if they actually stop in Fuefuki, which is a pretty minor town. I think they should stop in Kofu though, which is slightly bigger. Okay, now it says here, Isawa Onsen station, 400 meters. Getting closer. Getting closer. Oh, Bill Davis, thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you. That's my coffee money. Thank you very much. So how does it actually work when someone gifts a membership? Because memberships are like renewed every month, right? So does the gifter have to pay for just one month, and then the one who gets gifted starts paying after that? Or does the one gifting the memberships keeps paying for it as long as the other person is a member? I don't really know how it works. I have missed you very much. Thank you, Bill Davies. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really happy. So many people have showed their appreciation that I'm back in Japan and that I'm back walking again. So that's really good to hear. Random. It runs out 1 month and doesn't renew, but if you get them as gifts, it's stack up. Okay. So the person who gets gifted the membership have to actively say that they want to continue to stay a member once the gifted membership expires. I got it. So much empty space. So much sky. Japanese small towns are so nice. I like it. Although I'm not sure if this one is that interesting. Like, I mean, I've been to a lot of them. I don't know, many are a bit more walkable than this one. I like walkable cities, but this place really feels like you need to have a car in order to live here. So I see an Aeon Mall, which is one of those big mall chains here in Japan. That probably means that we're also close to the station, because especially in the countryside, those are often real close to train stations. Still no signs of Mount Fuji on that. Oh, here's the station, Isawa Onsen. inside and take a look at the station? Yeah, let's do that. Then let me check. Yeah, the coffee shop is a little bit further this way. Station looks like it's upstairs. Yeah, maybe. Bicycle would be okay here, depending on how far from the station you live. The downtown area is very flat, but then there's actually a lot of nice places on the hillsides as well, so I'm not sure how convenient it would be to go there. So yeah, here you see, here's central Tokyo. Tokyo Station, Shinjuku, Kokubunji, Tachikawa, Hachioji, and then continue even further past Takao, and we are here. Isawa Onsen. So it's 2,310 yen to go to Shinjuku from here. Now you know. Let's take a look at the timetable. So in the morning there's like 5 trains an hour. Daytime, some points it's only 2 trains per hour, one in each. No, in one, both two towards Tokyo, and then 2 trains the other opposite direction too. So yeah, that's how it works. That's how you get to Isawa Onsen from central Tokyo. Okay, let's continue our little coffee hunt. Hope there are express trains. Yeah, let's see actually. If I want to get to central Tokyo, if I want to get to Tokyo Station ASAP, what's the quickest Tokyo Station from here? So, okay. Yeah, the quickest is one of those express trains. 1 hour 45 minutes. Is that the Azusa? Doesn't say. But okay, so yeah, there are express trains. If you take more... that's funny, all the other options showing up here are actually by bus to Shinjuku. So I guess bus is quicker. Bus to Shinjuku takes 1 hour and 50 minutes. Riding around here with an electric bike would be quite nice. It would. I wonder. There might be a handful of people living here commuting to Tokyo, maybe not daily, but like people who just need to be in the office like once a week or something. Then you could probably survive living here, especially if your employer is nice and let you count time spent on the train, working on the train as work time. Because those express trains, you will have a reserved seat and you can actually sit and work. It's not like the commuter trains in Tokyo. Parking, 30 minutes, 100 yen. One day, 500. Okay, so my question now, maybe I did a mistake again. This town is confusing. It's not easy to walk here, I tell you that. There are lots of like convoluted roads, and on top of not being too pedestrian friendly, so we have to kind of pass over there. But at least it looks like there's a sidewalk, so it should be okay. Has your daughter watched any of the new Moomin Valley cartoon series? No. She really likes the Moomin characters, and I often read Moomin books for her. But whenever she has watched the animated series, probably the older one, then she was not very fond of it. So no. I really wish it could clear up a little bit so we could get some Mount Fuji views. Doesn't look like it. Tomorrow it will be sunny again. Not today. It's even gonna rain a little bit later today. This is the forecast. How new it is, the membership gifting thing. It's been around for a while. It was around before I moved to Sweden. I know that much. Is mini explore more live action aficionado, that's a difficult word, or anime. She watches mostly animated stuff. Yeah, there's not really any live, like any shows with real people that she watches regularly yet. So the place I'm going to is somewhere down here. How do I get there? Can I take these stairs down? Maybe. Might be able to do that. What does Google say? No, Google say I should. Okay, just follow this. Sometimes I don't should be trusted blindly, but this time maybe they should, yeah, because otherwise the train tracks are here. Chopping wood here. We're selling chopped wood. Super, yeah, Aeon Mall even. Not just a super, big mall. We passed it, it was in front of the station. This way. We should be on track. Hopefully discover a nice cup of coffee. Check, I think I can pass. I should be able to cross here. Are these grapes? Grape plants? Not sure. No, they're not. This is something else. Aeon Bento discount time yet? Not sure. I think discount time is more like late afternoon when the bento starts getting old, no? Reflection reveal. Did you catch that one? Is it a vineyard? Yeah, maybe. Oh, wait. Okay, so it looks like I'm actually on the wrong side of the street. I should cross here. And then the coffee place is just a little bit further down there. Kids in the US is definitely Bluey. I think it's Australian. Oh yeah, Bluey. Bluey's great. My daughter likes it too. Yeah, there's plenty. Like, I don't know if you joined late, Clay, but this area, Yamanashi, is like known for being the wine producing region in Japan. So there's actually a lot of wineries around here. Case, I guess this might be wine grape plants. Down here says land for sale. I wonder if it's this little triangular plot of land they're selling or something else. On my Japan list. Not sure. I mean, I traveled a lot all over the country, and so far what I've seen of Fuefuki is maybe not the place I would put on top of my list of places to see, but I mean, I've only been here for not even 24 hours yet, so it's pretty rural, like lots of farming and agriculture going on here, which, I don't know, gives it a certain vibe, which is maybe not terribly exciting. This looks like it could be abandoned, or maybe not. It's a ramen shop. Ah, you mean to try the wine? Okay. You can buy Yamanashi wine in Tokyo too. But yeah, I'm not a wine person, so I'm not really qualified to make any judgment. But from what I've heard, the Japanese wines are more like interesting because it's cool that that wine is being made in Japan, but I don't think it has that high, like the reputation is not that good. It's not gonna compete with like France or California or Chile anytime soon, from what I've heard. But again, I'm not a wine person, so I'm not really qualified to make a judgment. Tokyo region, when it's winter officially over in most people's minds, right about now, I would say about now, yeah. January and February are considered winter months, but then, you know, March is usually, yeah, end of March usually is when the cherry blossoms start to bloom, and yeah, that's I think maybe coffee shop is here. I think it's here. Is it here? Here it says Cafe P. I wonder if that means that the cafe is here, or if it's just the parking for the cafe. A little bit unclear. I think we will find out. There are pretty wild swings in temperature here in Tokyo too. Like last weekend it was like 20 degrees, and then the day after it was like 2. So changes can be quite abrupt here as well. Cafe exit. Where is the cafe? Okay, it's here. Finally found it. Great. Oh, look at this. That's so cool. Nicely colored roof tiles. Yeah, this is the place I was looking for. Wonderful. Let's grab a coffee here. Chikawara Coffee Labo. Have a good day with good coffee. Okay, sounds like a plan. Konnichiwa.
こちらでお召し上がりです。
あ、そうですね。はい。瓦ラテって何ですか？
瓦ラテがこの感じで見た目の黒いラテで。
ああ、はい。じゃあそれでお願いします。
はい。
でもコーヒーですよね。
そうです。
あ、はい。
味は通常のラテとそんなに変わらない。
はい。それでお願いします。
はい。ホットでよろしいですか？
はい、お願いします。
はい。
ペイペイ。
瓦ラテのホット580円です。
はい。
はい、ありがとうございます。
はい、じゃあ外に待ってます。
はい、レシートをお渡しさせていただきます。ご用意できたら番号1番でお呼びします。はい。でテラスご利用のお客様、回路をお配りしてますので、
ありがとうございます。
ご利用ください。
はい。Inside too, but I'm not sure if I should go there. Let's chill here in the terrace. That's one of the things that I really enjoy about living in Japan, and one of the things that kind of felt like a big loss when we were in Sweden. Like even in small rural towns like this, like basically no, it feels like no matter where you are in Japan, you can always find some nice little coffee shop or some nice little restaurants, or some, you know, there's enough people almost everywhere to make this kind of businesses viable, I guess, whereas Sweden is just too sparsely populated, meaning that it's a challenge. And also I like the fact that they gave me a kairo, which is this like hot, like, what do you call it, thing you can use to warm your hands. But yeah, that will be it for today. Like I will just spend the rest of the stream sitting here drinking my coffee, and then I will, I don't know, maybe I will keep on streaming as I walk back. We'll see. But there's definitely gonna be a bit of a coffee break now, so feel free to leave if you are not interested in my coffee break. I always use this thing called PayPay when I do small purchases these days, and now they have this campaign, so when you buy, after a purchase you get this little scratch thing where you can, I didn't win, okay. If you win you can get a few yens of your purchase back as points. Okay, let me take a look at the chat and see what you're saying. Yeah, blankets. But I don't know, it still says that it's just 5 degrees, but I don't really feel cold. TER, Japanese classes easily available in Sweden. Do a lot of universities have them? I don't know. Ah, すいません、ありがとうございます。はい。その黒いの色はどこから？
竹の炭。
あ、炭？竹の炭。
炭です。はい、竹炭使ってて。
あははは。面白い。
腸内環境整えてくれたりするんです。
ありがとうございます。いただきます。ありがとうございます。So the black color comes from bamboo charcoal, like burnt bamboo, and it's supposed to be good for your digestive system. Look, sun is coming out. Hallelujah. I wonder if that also means that. ありがとうございます。I wonder if that also means that Mount Fuji might come out. I should have taken a photo before I ruined this thing. Oh well. Yeah, it doesn't. The flavor is not really different from regular coffee, I would say, he was very kind and lit this little stove for me, or what do you say? It's nice. Another train passing by. They're not that infrequent after all. Yeah, let me sit down here for a little while, and then I will probably walk back to the station as well before wrapping up today's stream. Good coffee though. No complaints. For those hammocks, those are indeed hammocks, yes. Very nice place. There's actually a lot of like campsites around here. I think this place is kind of, this region is popular among campers. The place we went yesterday was also actually with the nice cafe overlooking Mount Fuji. That was also a campsite where you could, I don't think you could bring your own tent. It was more like you came there and you paid to rent a tent and a space. It was quite nice. Might want to do that once my daughter is a little bit bigger, maybe. I think she's still kind of borderline too young to camp. Hello Marcella. And hello everybody else who just tuned in. So we are currently having a coffee break in Fuefuki, where I've been walking for about an hour. Thank you, Vigilant. I don't know if I said thank you already, but thanks for the super sticker. air here smells different than in Tokyo. Good question. Yeah, I think so. Everything feels a little bit more fresher and cleaner. Especially right now, because it's actually pollen season is starting, and we had lots of pollen in Tokyo, and the air was quite dusty for the last week or so. Here, even though we're surrounded by more greenery, but it feels a little bit fresher and cleaner. Definitely a cozy place like this. I wouldn't be surprised if I end up coming here again later with my wife and daughter. Oh, Colin, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. No snow there. No snow here, but on our way here we actually saw some places that had snow on the ground. So more like around like Sagamiko and maybe Uenohara. Let me check where exactly did we come from. We drove here. So yeah, those Otsuki, those areas had a little bit of snow on the ground, but not here. No, not here in Yamanashi. There's no snow, which is a little bit surprising. I thought so too. Would expect it to be snow here. Anyway, let's continue the walk. Finished my coffee already. That's a nice little coffee break. What's this? This is a restaurant. They have their own little. Oh, this is just about the parking. Higawari lunch. Curry. Oh, banh mi plateもある。banh mi. Oh. いろいろ。Nice. Smells nice because they're burning. I don't know exactly what they're burning, but they're burning something here and there. Maybe some like waste products from the things they're growing. Not sure. It's a very pleasant smell. Smell of countryside. Days are back. Tokyo Explorer gives us the real feelings of Japan. We haven't unscribed to you because we had hope that one day you would be back again with new streaming videos. Thank you. Yeah, there was actually several months where the numbers of subscribers to my channel was negative, but it wasn't that bad. Like, it was a couple of dozen of people a month maybe that unsubscribed, so not too bad. I'm glad that so many of you did stick around, that you had the patience to wait for me coming back to Japan. It's very nice of you. Uma ramen, like super delicious ramen, it says. Really? The view is really nice. I'm glad you guys enjoy these views. Oh, and here we have a little plum tree in bloom. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Thank you, Dimi, for the super sticker. Thank you. Thank you. No one streams Japan like you, and I follow lots of streamers. Really? Thank you, Claudia. Please explain more. I'm always curious. I said the same the other day. Someone was giving me a similar compliment. But yeah, it's always interesting to hear what you guys enjoy about my streams, because to me it's just, yeah, I'm just going on a random walk and I'm taking you with me, which, I mean, I understand that's probably the charm. I don't put too much effort into trying to create content. I'm more just, yeah, whatever, join me if you want. I'm here. The stream is open for anyone. Let's see, back tea. Thank you, Steve. It's your energy tea. Really? My energy? I don't know. I feel that my energy levels are generally pretty low, but okay, thank you. Thank you. You're taller and the viewpoint is different. I see. So you're back tea for good or for temporary? Well, you never know. Life is life and things happen. But the plan is to stay in Japan for now. Yeah, we got rid of our place in Sweden and we are only living in Japan for the timing. Let's see if I can actually walk under here. I think looks like I can, instead of having to take this annoying bridge here, which was not too pleasant. Do I watch other live streamers on YouTube? No, I don't. I kind of keep up to date with a few of them, like my friends, but I'm not like, especially now when I'm in Japan. Basically, if I have an hour to watch someone else's stream, then I would just go out and do my own stream. So yeah. Face reveal at 100k subscribers. Not sure. My promise is that I will do a face reveal if we get 1,000 viewers at the same time. That's a promise that I'm intending to keep. If we will ever get there or not, that's a different question. Okay, this was a much more pleasant way of getting past these train tracks and to the other side. Let me take a look at the map. I'm pretty sure that the rest of my family is probably asleep because I've sent a few messages, but those are all unread. So I'm pretty sure that everybody's just sleeping in the hotel room, which means that I don't need to rush in order to get back to them. So I wonder if there's any other route we can take here that would be interesting. Let's see. Instead of just going back the same way, how about I think we can, yeah, we can follow this little sad and dried up river instead for a little while and see what happens. See where we will end up. Let's see, what's my battery status like? 40%, okay. Let me see what you're all saying. Japan and Korea look similar countryside. Really, I haven't really been to the Korean countryside, so I don't know. What you say, TE, is part of the charm. You just show Japan as it is in front of your eyes. You don't make something for us to watch. So it feels like walking myself on those streets. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to achieve. Like I've said so many times before, the feeling I want is that you're just on a walk with a friend in random places in Japan. Oh, thank you, Claudia. You are just you. You're like a friend. We can walk with you, with our friends, and I mean energy as in your coolness. Anyone can enjoy your walks. Thank you, thank you. How long is this walk? 2 hours or less? I don't know. I walked for 1 hour and 10 minutes so far. We'll see for how long I will continue. In the meantime, I went to another walking channel, but I haven't found any interesting better than your channel anymore. Your speaking is so relaxing. Thank you. Kawara latte. Kawara just has a dark color, she said. Is this area more developed and inhabited than where you were living in Sweden? Interesting question. This is definitely more rural. I mean, I was living in a pretty compact little town where there were like, I mean, I didn't see like farms and empty like agricultural land on a daily basis where we were living. So this feels much more like, yeah, much more spread out and less developed. But I mean, Fuefuki, the town where I am right now, I looked it up on Wikipedia and I think it said it has 60,000 people. The place I lived in Sweden only has 15,000. So this is, you know, it's a much bigger place in that sense. But yeah, it's kind of difficult to compare, to be honest. There's so vastly different types of towns. So yeah. Bit difficult. 4 times the population, but more spread out. Yeah, definitely. More spread out and more kind of spread out and more, yeah, rural. Then again, I mean, here you have the station is much bigger here, and you have a big mall next to the station. Like, we didn't have anything like that where I lived. I mean, we had a station, but there was like a tiny little kiosk there, and that's that. Then there were like 2 supermarkets, 0 convenience stores, obviously, because of Sweden. So yeah, difficult to compare. Now, where I'm walking right now really feels like, maybe I can walk down here, it looks like it. I think we can walk this way and get towards the station. I forgot T channel for 2 years, sorry T. No worries, no need to be sorry. Glad you found it again. One big difference when you stream in Tokyo compared to places like this is that in Tokyo it's like people just ignore you, but here everybody kind of notices you, and I'm feeling a bit, yeah, observed, which makes perfect sense. But still, it's definitely something I notice, especially considering that I've been away from streaming for quite some time, and I'm still feeling a little bit rusty and maybe a little bit less comfortable than I used to do. Those of you who are watching now, how do you feel about this place, this area that I've been walking today? Is this a kind of place where you feel like you would want to live? Or yeah, what do you feel about it? Weird questions. Are dryers becoming more popular in Japan? I know a lot of people still like to put their clothes on a line to dry. Not sure if they're becoming more popular, to be honest. Oh, here's a interesting hotel. Not that interesting, it's a bit boring. I don't know if they're becoming more popular. We have a relatively modern washing machine, like not one of those top-loaded, but ours is like front-loaded, and it has a built-in dryer. But also most newer apartments in Japan, they have so that the shower room could also be used to dry your clothes. So for example, we live pretty close to a big road, so I wouldn't really want to hang our clothes outside to dry, because then they would get quite dusty, and also like all the exhaust from the traffic. It's probably not super healthy to rub that against your body all the time. So yeah. It reminds me of Hayato near Kagoshima. Yeah, a lot of Japanese small towns, they have a kind of similar vibe. I think one thing that always strikes me is that as soon as you leave the big cities in Japan, you can really feel this like demographic problem that Japan is facing. You can feel that most places, they feel like they're kind of on a downward trend, that their best days have passed, and I feel that here. Like, I see a lot of elderly people, so a few kids as well, but not compared to like when I do a walk in, I don't know, my local neighborhood in Tokyo. It's like there's kids everywhere and moms pushing strollers. Here, I don't know if I've seen a single stroller during the entire walk, for example. Those things become quite evident when you leave the big cities. So I think we're back. This is the street that leads up to the station. So I think I will just walk up to the station and wave goodbye to you there. It's been almost an hour and a half. That many abandoned houses and shops here. That's good. Like some places you go almost have more like closed shops and abandoned homes than people actually living and working there. It's not that bad here, so that's good. See what else I'm saying. Tony, you missed my voice. Thank you. Good to see you in the chat again. Isawa was famous for its hot springs and its springtime medieval festival. I see. Yeah. It's the similar vibe in most onsen towns I've been to. Like, places are often a little bit worn down. You feel that, yeah, they were maybe thriving 30, 40 years ago, but not so much anymore. I kind of feel that here too. Also, I noticed that some of the staff at the place we were staying, they were non-Japanese, which used to be extremely uncommon in like ryokan and onsens before, but because of the problem. Oh look, some moms with strollers. There's hope for Fuefuki. It used to be very uncommon with non-Japanese staff, but because of the lack of people, they have to import more and more labor. So it's also something that's been changing a lot during the now 16, 17 years. Oh yeah, I'm on my 17th year in Japan now. I came here first in 2008, so that's 17 years ago now. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. Taira, there are onsens, but the onsens are like that side. That's actually where we're staying at an onsen hotel. We stayed last night and we're staying one more night. So the onsen town is that way. That's where I started the stream. But yeah, that's Tony wants another hour in this live. Sorry, my battery won't last another hour. It's only 25% remaining now. But I will be back stream again soon. So, and I did what, 2 or 3 streams the last week, so you can always watch those if you want to continue listening to my voice. But that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, I'll see you all soon again. Bye bye. Hej då. Auf Wiedersehen und mata ne. Tschüss.